before you do your makeup, you have to make sure your skin's moisturized and ready to go. So to start off, I'm using the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. It looks like this. This is the mini one. I got it at Sephora for like 20 bucks. And you open it and it comes with this little thing, and as a primer I use it as a moisturizer, but it's a very good base to start with. So I'm just going to use this beauty blender, and I'm going to take some. I never used this before, so this is also a first impression. It does smell really good, so I already like it. Automatically my skin is so hydrated. Oh my god. This is another thing I'm going to use all the time. Honestly, I haven't did my makeup in like 4 days, so my skin feels extra good. Sometimes you just have to give your skin a break, guys. And I used to not even like wash my face at night like you're supposed to. This feels really nice. It like seeps into my pores, so it smells like flowers or something. I don't know what the smell is, but it smells amazing. Right, now that we're done with the moisturizing, now it's time for primer. I'm using the one and only Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. This is the mini one. Next time I might buy the big one, but I'm too cheap to buy. Great job of blurring your pores. My pores are actually small right now, so they're not so big. The way I do this is I take a beauty blender. I did wet it just a little bit, but it's not like soaking wet. I'm just going to take my beauty blender and I do this, and I literally put it around my nose, my face, but I really put it around my T-zone. That's where I want all the pores to disappear. The thing will last me for a while, no joke. So I heard they're opening up pools next weekend, so that's exciting, but it's not even like that hot out yet. So, and I am going back to work next week, maybe, I'm not sure yet. Honestly, I don't feel safe to go back to work. I mean, yeah, wearing a mask and all is safe, but I don't feel safe. I don't want to work. You never know what can happen. So my face is moisturized and primed. So now that we are all done with moisturizing and primer, it's time for foundation. I finally got this, and I'm sure you'll see it on my Sephora haul, but I got my Jouer foundation back again. Yeah, this is in the shade Birch. A full coverage foundation, so I am a full coverage kind of gal. What it looks like. So it does say shake well, so always shake it. What your mama gave ya. That's done. Again, this is damp. It's not wet, it's damp. I squeezed it out, so it is just slightly wet to the touch. You don't want it to be soaking wet. To put a pump here. And I'm just going to start off with that much. You do not need a lot. So I'm going to do one side and then I'll do the other side. And when you're putting the foundation on, you're going like this. You're not swiping it. You want to make sure it gets into your skin. I miss maybe a little. Oh, it does actually match my body. I am just a little pale. Try a different shade with a little bit more. Don't forget to blend down your neck. You don't want to line. Really worried about under my eyes because we are going to put concealer on. We are all done with the foundation. I'm making sure it's blended in evenly everywhere. I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Medium. That's always been my shade. And if I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking in a mirror, guys. So concealer is for highlighting, so you want to put it anywhere that you want to highlight your face. So I go under my eyes And a little bit goes a long way. Go down the bridge of the nose. And lastly, I like to highlight my forehead. And you will look crazy for a minute, but it's okay. The same damp beauty blender. If you have to re-wet it, go re-wet it. So I like to blend. Going to blend the nose, and again, you're doing this motion. You're not swiping it. And now for the eyes, I like to blend from the bottom and I go up. And I also like this sponge because it has this. That way I can get into the corners of my eyes. And I'm just going to Okay, there's that. And then lastly, we're going to blend the forehead. Once you are done with your foundation and concealer, our next step is to set our face. So I will be using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in the shade Medium 2. They only have 3 shades, light, medium, and dark. I am medium. Like this. This powder will make everything melt together and your face will become one. I absolutely love this powder. Ever since I found this, I don't use anything else. So yeah. So again, same beauty blender. I'm going to take this, and now at this point it's not really wet no more. And you're just going to coat the beauty blender. It should look like this. Once it's coated, I am going to set my under eye first, and you're just going to stipple it under your eye. And this does also a great job of blurring everything. There's nothing more better than a flawless face. Do you know what I mean? This side is not set and this side is set. Can you tell the difference, guys? You can also go in with a brightening powder as well. I may or may not do that. So once your whole face is set, at this point I would take a setting spray, Morphe setting spray, and spray my face. Right now I don't have any setting spray, which stinks. Okay, so now that we are done with setting my face, I am going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Banana powder. Looks like this from Rihanna. She has different shades. I'm just going to use this to brighten my under eye, and we will leave that on to bake as I'm doing my brows. There's like not a lot. I do this. So once I do this, I take the beauty blender, and this sponge is also good for this, and you will see why. So you just dip it in like this. Should look like that. I'm going to get the other side as well. So both sides are coated. So I'm going to go under and push and go in slow motion and go like this. The same thing on this side, right up against my nose like this. So I'm going to let this sit on, and then I'm going to move on to the brows. I need a drink. Does anyone else drink this? I love this stuff. As I let this bake, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. That's what I use. And I'm also going to use the Anastasia number 12 brush. It is very thin like this. It has a spoolie on the other end. They also have a 7B, I believe. I like this brush because it is very thin, and again, in my last video, you don't want to go in with a thick brush because your results will not be going. You're going to get like a thick brow, and that doesn't look good. So this is the product. So I take some, going to take some of it. You really don't need a lot either. So what I do is, again, wipe it on the back of my hand. You know how like painters paint and they have like paint on here, right? And they use a little bit and then they paint, and then when they need more they dip back in. It's the same thing with your brows. That's the same concept. So I'm going to wipe all of this off because you don't need it all. Forgive me, I will be looking down in my mirror. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking in my mirror. Alright, so I'm literally going to start right here, not here, and we're going to draw small strokes and form the line. See, that's it. And then I'm going to dip back in because you do not need to dip back in the pomade. You have plenty on your hand. Okay. And then I'm going to same thing on the top. And I'm just going to follow my natural line with small strokes to like right there. And then I'm going to fill in the middle. This is how I do it. There's no wrong or right way. This is just how I do it. I am not a beauty expert, guys. I am not. I just know what works for me may not work for you. So that's okay. Then I'm going to fill my tail in. And I'm putting some pressure here. I'm going to hold my brow up like this so I can see exactly where my hairs are. And then I'm going to make this part a little darker. And you can make this as sharp as you like. And if you make a mistake, it's okay, because at the end of this, we're going to clean it up with concealer. Alright, now I'm turning the brush vertically, and when you comb this, you are actually combing the product through so it disperses evenly. Alright, I'm going to turn the brush, and now I'm going to work in the front area, and I'm going to do small strokes like that. The slightest line right there. And now I'm going to disperse the product by combing it up. There we go. I'm trying to let my brows grow out, so don't judge my brows. And if you want an ombre effect, you don't even have to fill this in, but I just don't have a lot of hair there. That's why I fill it in. Okay, there is my first brow. Again, I am not the best at brows. I am no beauty expert. This is just how I do my brows. So I'm going to do the other one off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, now that I am done with my brows, I'm going to take a Morphe M432 brush. It's just a flat brush. And I'm going to use this to clean up my brows. So I'm going to take concealer, going to wipe it on the back of my hand like that. The brush, we're going to coat it going to clean up the brows. So I'm gonna do this. I just follow, again, I follow the shape. And you don't always have to do this, but I feel like doing it today. And then I'm going to take that beauty blender and I'm going to blend it out. I use the tip of it. And you're just going like this. I like pinch it and then I go like this. Yeah, do not wipe or else you're going to wipe off everything else. Voila! That's it. My eyes anyway for eyeshadow. Again, you're gonna pinch it, go like this. Hairs here, you can, I can use the spoolie, and I'm just going to trim this because it's bothering me. There you go. Usually when I tweeze my brows, I do this. There you go. But you just want to be careful because you don't want to overcut. And finally, we're going to use the Brow Set by MAC eyebrow gel. You want to set them because it's just that. You just want to set them so they won't move all day. Just brush them the way the hair's laying. So it's up and then I go to the side. I hate brows, they take forever, literally. That literally took me like 15 minutes, no joke. Alright, we are finally done with the braid. Now I'm going just to take a fluffy Morphe M501 brush. And we are going to wipe this bake away. Yep, it definitely brightened my under eye for sure. And again, after this, I would spray a setting spray to get some moisture back in your face. I don't have one. My face feels a little dry, which stinks. Like, who doesn't have setting spray? Me. Alright, so you're just going to wipe this away. My eyeshadow. So I'm going to take the P. Louise base in the shade Rumor 2. It looks like this. I'm just going to take a little dot and go like this. And then I'm just going to blend it out with my beauty blender. This, squeeze it out. It's easier to do that. Then I'm just going to take the beauty blender and blend it out, and this will help keep your eyeshadow on all day. Oh, hey guys, I just was recording and it wasn't recording. Second time that happened to me. I'm gonna go in with the James Charles palette. I'm gonna go in with this shade and the beige shade, and use it as my transition shade. I'm using the Morphe M441 brush. This is the brush I always start out with. I'm just going to use this as a transition shade. And you just want to go light-handed. You see where I'm holding the brush? you want to hold your eyeshadow brush down here. You don't want to hold it up here, and you don't want to go like this. You want to hold it down here, and you want to go light-handed. That is the key to great eyeshadow. And I did learn this from Jaclyn Hill. Thank you, Miss Jaclyn. Again, I'm going to take those same 2 shades. Fallout doesn't bother me. Some people, I know it bothers them. I mean, what eyeshadow palette doesn't have fallout? So you're going very lightly. Well, there's anything on my eyes, but that is the key to good eyeshadow, because you don't want to go in so heavy-handed. For my main shadow, I'm just going to go in with my Kevyn Aucon bronzer. I'm going to start going with the same brush. Let's go some with this. I think bronzer for eyeshadow is like the easiest and quickest thing. So if you're in a rush and you like, I don't have time to open up an eyeshadow palette, just get your bronzer. Like, that's the easiest eyeshadow. So same brush, I'm going in light-handedly. And you're just going in circular motions and windshield wiper motions. Do you see how nicely that blended out? Because I'm holding it down here and not like this. I've learned it the hard way. So I'm just going to finish this. And you can drag it out if you want, like this. To give you like that cat eye look. And then when I'm done with this, I go all the way in my inner corner and make sure everything is blended out smoothly. You can even put some baking powder, like the Fenty Beauty. You can put some here and then wipe it off when you're done. I'm gonna go in with M433 brush. This is a smaller brush, and I'm going to take more bronzer. And now I'm going to go in the crease, and I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to pack the bronzer on like this to give some more definition. I'm going to pack it on here. I'm also going to lightly blend this out. For my lid, I'm going to go in with this Anastasia single shade Baby Cakes. That's like a light pink color from her. Alright, I'm going to go in with a flat Morphe brush. This is the M124. Looks like this. You can also cut a crease with it, but I'm not going to do that today. To coat the brush with it, this packs on color as well, and this is going to go right on my lid. I'm just going to start packing it on here. I just like to put a lighter color just to brighten up my eyes. And then once I get to like right here, I'm going to stop. And the more and more you practice with eyeshadow, the more and more you get better. That's just how it is. Alright, now that we have that, I'm going to take a skinny Morphe brush. This is the M562. And I'm going to blend these two shades together just like this. That way it looks like they're blended in together like that. Blended it. And then I'm also going to go here. And then we're going to do the same thing here. And I'm going to go back with the M433 brush, and I'm just going to go over that again because I don't want to lose the definition. I just want it to be brighter. So now for my bottom, I'm just going to go in with a Morphe M515 brush. It looks like this. It's a little round little pencil. I'm gonna go in again with the same shade, bronzer, my bottom lash line. And you can hold your eye like this. And I'm not going light-handed with this, I'm actually using pressure. And then I do this, I make like a line right here. I'm going to take the M562 brush. I'm just smoking it out. I like the smoked out bottom lash look. Alright guys, I am back. My camera had one battery left, so I learned to charge it when it's almost dead. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with the Kevyn Aucon bronzer. This is the dusk medium shade. If you do not like shimmer, you will not like this. I'm going in with the Morphe R2 Big Bronzer brush. And now my favorite part is getting bronzed up. So you can go in a 3. That's how you know where to put a bronzer. So if you have a larger forehead and you want to cover it, you can put bronzer around your hairline as well. So I start from like my ear here. That's where I put it. And again, you want to go light-handed. I'm looking in the mirror down here, guys. This brush really helps as well. I used to use the wrong brush for bronzer, so make sure you use the right brush. And if it looks patchy, don't worry, I will help you fix that too. And then we're gonna go here. So I pinch it like this, and then I go like this. That way it doesn't get all on my whole forehead, because I do have a pretty small forehead. And always blend down your neck. You don't want to look two different tones. I also go on my chest here. Why not? Especially in the daylight, people can really tell. Alright, so now I'm going to contour my nose a little bit. I wasn't going to, but might as well try. So I'm going to take the M562. Looks like this. You can even use a smaller one. I'm barely touching it. And I'm going to look in the mirror, and I'm going to start like right here and just make a shadow like this. Do you see that? Again, I'm not the best at contouring, but practice makes perfect. And then I'm going to go up into my brow. That is so it looks natural. You see how crazy that looks? I'm going to take a little more, and I'm going to, I guess you make like a, if you want this to be like a little, I have a lot of extra cartilage here in my nose, so I like to do this, make it darker so it's less noticed. Alright, now to clean up the bronzer, so you have like a patch here, this is how I clean up over here. I'm taking that Fenty Banana powder again. I'm going in with this beauty blender, and it helps actually to have this kind of beauty blender, and I will show you why. I'm going to take this, and you're going to start right from your ear, and you're going to make a line right here. Just like that, and this will clean up your bronzer, and it will look nice when you wipe it off. Here, I'm starting like right here from my earlobe right there, and I'm gonna go down, and then you just swipe this down, do a little bit on my nose, So it's been a couple minutes, so I'm going to wipe all this off. And you just want to make sure all the powder's off, or else you could tell. Sephora, but and this is the shade Heated. These are very inexpensive and they are nice. So I'm using a Jeffree Star, I think it's like a J7 brush. I will link it down below. A little blush doesn't hurt anybody. I just feel like it makes you like girly, like you get blush on, you're girly, you're girly. I like to put some on my nose, my chin. Okay. If you put too much on, take your beauty blender and just go over it like this, and it will calm it down. Well, I did wipe some foundation off. Make sure you wipe the foundation off your lips before you put any kind of lip products, lipstick, lip liner, because you don't want to put lip liner over foundation. It doesn't look good. I'm going to go in with the MAC lip liner. This is in the shade Whirl. It's like a mauve-y. I don't overline my lips. I actually have full lips. If you do want to overline your lips, you can do it here while your Cupid's bow. You can do a little bit underneath, but if you do any more than that, you can tell. If you don't know how to do it, watch a video. Lined, I'd like to fill it in on the bottom. Alright, I am back again. My camera died again. So I lined my lips. I didn't do anything else, I swear. MAC has like really inexpensive, great lip liners. Like with Huda Beauty in the shade Girl Power is a bullet. It looks like this. It's like a light pinky shade. Yes, I love this color. And yes, it is matte, very matte. Did I say matte? It's matte. So I'm gonna go in with the Lancome primer. I got it as a sample from Sephora. Oh, I got it right there. Great. I'm not putting a lot of mascara. I'm using the Marc Jacobs box. The regular one's $27, but this lasts me just as long and it's cheaper. I'm just putting a little bit. Now we're gonna do this eye. And then take the Jaclyn Hill highlighter. This is the shade Bomb. I love her packaging. So I'm gonna take that Morphe 501. I'm going to dip it. This is very bright stuff. And usually I'd use it with a setting spray, but I don't have one. So I'm just gonna put a little bit here. And that was literally the tiniest bit, and you can still see that. Just for a little glow. Same thing here. Oh, do you see that? Now I feel like a beauty guru when they do this. Yep. Thank you, Jaclyn. Someone comment Jaclyn Hill here, please. That is so... And then I do this just to blend it out. Because it looks pretty on camera, but in person you want to make sure blended. And then I do a little bit here, right there. Take this like Michael's art brush. I'm actually going to highlight right here, my brow bone. I totally forgot about that. It just gives you like a pout. Okay, there's that. You could even do your inner corner. I might do that just a little bit. It just makes you like look awake. So pretty. And then we'll do this side. Yeah, so today I did full glam makeup. Usually I don't go this crazy, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And after this step, now I would go in and spray my face with a setting spray, which I don't have. It's on the way in the mail, so. Alright guys, I am back. I did change into a dress. I got this from Shein. It looks like this. I'm just going to straighten my hair and then we'll be all done. Always make sure you use a heat protectant. I am using the Hot Tools Professional Iron. It goes up to 455. I only go over my hair a couple times. I did put a mask in it today, so it is extra soft. I've been using Nature's Bounty Hair Skin and Nail Gummies. They're so good. You take 2 a day, so I recommend you buy them. I've bought them at CVS, so you can probably find them at any drugstore. I did use, if you need a really good mask, you can get this at online. This is the Series Expert Nutrifier Mask. This is expensive, but it works. My hair feels so good from it, so I really do recommend this hair mask. We learned about it because the hair salon I work in, they carry L'Oreal Professional. My hair would not feel this good or look this good if it wasn't for that mask. And I leave it on for like 5 minutes as I'm like shaving my legs or washing my body. And then once I'm done, after like 5 minutes, I rinse it off, and that's it. And you only need a little bit. So I literally use like this much and just run it through your hair. Mostly your ends. If you don't like your hair too soft, just put it on your ends. A couple more sections and we are all done. So good. My hair usually looks like shit. No lie. Great, that is the final look. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and yeah, subscribe to my channel. So I will see you in the next video.